What's good? What's good? Not a lot, but we must push on. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll notice that I quite frequently shit on champagne socialist, leftist, spoiled, privileged kids, particularly the ones who live in the Seattle area, because I've grown up most of my life in the Pacific Northwest and I've just watched the transition of the grunge anti-establishment nature that used to dominate Seattle and Portland and whatnot. And so I currently live pretty close to Portland right now. Um, and so Seattle and Portland are similar in that sense that they were really fucking cool cities that have just gone downhill because of leftist ideology. And it bums me out because I was always inspired by the anti-establishment nature of the grunge scene that was part of the Pacific Northwest, or it used to be. But now these kids have become just establishment tools or useful idiots, as they're called. And I want to present an example here. I'm going to share an Instagram clip here in a bit from an account. Their name is Seattle Looks Like Shit. So shout out to them. They post great content. And unfortunately, this is in reference to some events that have gone on recently at the University of Washington campus. And this is exactly what the globalists want right now. This clip I'm about to show you, it proves that their plan is working perfectly, and it hurts my heart and my soul. I'm like just I woke up today and I could hardly move. I'm just like in so much mental and physical pain and spiritual pain. I feel so much of what is going on and it hurts and I hate it. And I know I'm smiling and laughing, but that's like a coping mechanism. That's not me like in that's not me receiving joy and pleasure. That's me trying to get like grossness out. As crazy as that sounds. Okay, let's get to the clip. And I'm not taking a side on the war here. Let me be clear. In my previous videos, I've made it very known that the globalists are the enemy, the globalists who are driving this division. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get to the clip.
I promise you, Palestine will be free!
Sorry.
Intifada! Intifada!
There are kids wearing masks.
Intifada!
Allowed! They want our people dead! They want us killed!
And so part of it,
How is it allowed? How are you allowing this? Why are you putting us so They want us dead! Please end it, please!
We ask that people in the crowd don't talk to cops.
you fucking liar! You know what? You fucking liar! You are fucking rapist! You are fucking rapist!
That is exactly what the globalists want. That happened at the UW campus. Seattle, which used to be this beacon of progressivism, is now supporting genocide. And whoa, Andrew, they're just protesting for freedom. But there was a very intentional and disgusting display within their platitude. It was not an accident that the expression was, this is not a revolution. There is only one solution. I'm not a history person by nature, but over the last few years, I've had to become interested in history to observe the parallels, the tactics and techniques, etc. Are you familiar with World War II and a gentleman by the name of Hitler who had something called the final solution, which involved the extermination of the Jews? And now we have students on the UW campus calling for not a revolution, but a final solution to the problem of the Jews. This is fucking weird. Like, okay, I'm smiling and laughing again. This is not joy. This is not pleasure. This is weirdness trying to get out of my body. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? When I talk about people being brainwashed, that's like a perfect example. This is what the globalists want. They want us divided, so we'll continue to fight each other because war is profitable. And as I've said in my last videos, war is profitable both financially in terms of just money and capital resources, but also in terms of power and psychological manipulation. Underpinning all of this social control that the ruling elite like to engage in is a programming around a scarcity mindset. They use religion and war as a way to convince people there is not enough to go around and that there are chosen people and that there are certain ways to behave and to they manipulate us. The collective psyche is operating from a condition where they believe there is a scarcity of resources, and that is intentional. There is not a scarcity of resources. Planet Earth, or as Buckminster Fuller calls it, which I like, he calls it Spaceship Earth. I really like that. But planet Earth, Mother Gaia, provides plentiful resources for us. We truly have an abundance of resources when we learn to live in alignment with nature, in harmony with nature. Right now, the ruling classes and the ruling elite, the globalists, have hacked our collective psyches and are manipulating us. And we need to get past that. As hard as that is, when you're so scared and your fear senses are just going insane. And that's what this war is about. That's what all these wars are about. It's about a consolidation of resources, a consolidation of power. It's about an evil game that has been going on for far too long. But more and more are waking up. I used to think that it was like 3% critical mass is what we needed. And so I'm going to move the goalposts a little bit because that was just a projection, a guess. I think it's more like 5%. We need like a 5% awakened population to hit the critical mass necessary to enact some real change. I think we're at 3% right now, and we will get to 5%, but it's just going to take more people to wake up and more people to spread the message. So if somehow you see this, and you may have been for one side or the other of the war, please try to take a step back and realize that there are innocent people on both sides of most every war. And most every war is just a product of globalists, global totalitarians, authoritarians, the global leaders, elites, the ruling class, whatever you want to call them, the monarchy. Humans can coexist. We truly can. And if we cannot, that is where the beauty of private property and boundaries can be a thing. But that's a whole nother conversation. Today's conversation is no war. Let's just stop supporting war. At this point in time, you're not supporting a nation, you're not supporting your tribe, you're not supporting your community, you're just supporting the military industrial complex and its manipulation of the global hegemony. All right, I'm going to end it there, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. Much love.